Hello everybody, welcome back to Mining Modern. I'm Corbin Hostler and this is Green-Black Value Town. So this deck is really cool. I'm not sure who originally came up with it. I believe it originated by someone posting it on Reddit, and I'm sorry I wasn't able to find that post to give credit to him. I do know that Todd Stevens, my teammate on Team Modern Super League, has been streaming it recently, and this just looks like a lot of fun. Wanted to give a shout out to the people who actually made this deck and have been popularizing it, because I just saw it and it looks incredible, but we had to give it a shot. So, as you might know, Todd Stevens is known for his green-white Value Town deck that looks a little similar to this. It's sort of a land destruction deck that gets a lot of value out of its creatures, keeps people from playing lands with Aven Mind Sensor and so on. And this is a little different, but it's sort of the same idea. You'll see we do have 4 Ghost Quarters, but what we really have going on in this deck is just a value engine with some big creatures. The green-white version sort of uses mana dorks to get its creatures out earlier. This uses Heartless Summoning. Creature spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. Creatures you control get -1/-1. Not such a big drawback when you're playing crazy stuff like Gitrog Monster and Obnixilis. So the basic plan of our deck is on turn 1 to use a discard spell or a removal spell here. On turn 2 play Heartless Summoning, and immediately then with 3 mana jump to 5 mana to play Obnixilis to play Gitrog Monster. Now we also have Mind Stone to help us get there. This is sort of a nice hedge. It can ramp you when you need it, but it also can turn into a card later. Abrupt Decays for more removal. Now we'll really start talking though. The engine of the deck, Ramanap Excavator. It is a Crucible of Worlds on a 2/3 body, so it survives a lot of creatures in the format. It blocks decently well, but you can play lands out of your graveyard. That's very strong. When you then pair it with Oracle of Moldiah, you can play an extra land each turn, including one from the top of your library. Gitrog Monster, you can play an additional land each turn. Of course, you have to sack one, but that's not a problem. You're just going to get it back. Obnixilis, when you play a landfall, an opponent loses 3 life and you get 3 counters on it. That's pretty good with a fetch land, pretty good with an Excavator, pretty good with an Oracle of Moldiah. You know what else is good with land drops? Tireless Tracker. It's a lot of clue tokens, and well, how about some more land drops? Wayward Swordtooth, new one from Rivals of Ixalan, getting into the deck. Ascend, if you have the City's Blessing, your creature can attack or block, but if you don't, you can still play an additional land each turn. So early game, it ramps you. Late game, it turns into a 5/5, pretty strong. And some Maelstrom Pulse for more value, and Vizier of the Menagerie, because why not? That way, land or creature on top of your deck, you can play it. That's the deck right there. It's got a lot going on for you. You can loop Ghost Quarters out of the graveyard. You can loop Horizon Canopies out of the graveyard. You can loop fetch lands to clear out your deck. This deck has a lot going for it. Now, the one thing I might like to see here is a Courser Crufix, but we don't have one. That's okay. I'm going to take this list as it is. Now, onto the sideboard. Got some fun ones here. Thragtusk, Acidic Slime, Whisperwood Elemental. Just good 5-drops that can come into play on turn 3 off a Heartless Summoning. Then some Vraska, the top end when you really need it. Nihil Spellbombs, Surgical Extractions for the Graveyard decks, Choke for the Jace decks, Pithy Needle where you need it, Damnation where you need it. That's the deck, everyone. Green-Black Heartless Summoning Value Town. And I'll tell you what, we are going to town, and town is going to be filled with value. So thank you for watching, everybody. I'm Corbin Hostler, and this is Mining Modern.